Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com. Here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, October 29th through Sunday, November 4th, 2018. For this week's weekly reading, we'll be using the Archangel Power Deck for the main message for everyone. And for the special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, we'll be using the Archangel Divination deck. So this is just a reminder that this week takes us into the new month of November. You'll want to be sure to go onto my YouTube channel under Colleen Lemma and watch the monthly angel card reading for the month of November. Okay, so let's start by looking at your stones of choice for the week. Your first stone of choice is this beautiful lapis stone. Now the lapis, you can see how beautiful and deep the blue is on this lapis. And you can tell lapis from sodalite because sodalite is blue but has white flecks or white spots on it. The lapis is a blue color but it has gold flecks in it. Now the lapis is good for self-expression and inner truth and for speaking your truth with confidence. It connects to the third eye chakra and helps to increase psychic abilities, especially clairvoyance. Okay, your second stone of choice is this beautiful ruby. This is a nice polished ruby, and the ruby is this very deep red color. It's almost reddish brown. It's not totally a brown, but it definitely is not a vibrant fire red either. But the ruby is good for shielding from negativity. It helps to increase your strength, your courage, your leadership. It connects to the root chakra, so this is matters of security issues and the ability to manifest. And it also rules that Kundalini energy, which is located at the base chakra, at the base of your spine. Okay, the last stone of choice is Amazonite. I'm trying to hold on to it. This is a beautiful Amazonite, and it's a cabochon. So let me put it like that. There we go. So the Amazonite, it looks like turquoise in a way, but it's actually a different stone that is very beautiful, a beautiful turquoise color, and has some white kind of spots within it. The Amazonite, you can see this is the color of the throat chakra. So this is about, again, clarity and speech. But the Amazonite helps with the healing of physical and emotional traumas. And it also actually helps to open up the heart chakra. It has a greenish kind of, that green turquoise blue color. So it helps with that heart chakra, opening that up. It's a stone of hope. And it's also an excellent manifestation tool. So again, your stones of choice for this week is the lapis, or some call it lapis lazuli. We've got the ruby, and we have the Amazonite. So let's go ahead and talk about the astrology for the week. So on Monday the 29th, we have Mercury, the planet that rules our thoughts, our ideas, our ability to communicate or express ourselves verbally. And it's connecting to Jupiter, the planet of expansion, the planet of blessings, the planet of abundance. But now Mercury and Jupiter are both in the sign of Scorpio, and actually they're both getting towards the end of Scorpio. Now Mercury is going to transition this week into the next sign of the zodiac, whereas Jupiter is going to take just a little bit longer. It'll be another few days before Jupiter also transitions, but they're at the 28th degree of Scorpio, moving towards that 29th degree, which is in fact the last degree of Scorpio. And because Jupiter has that expansion quality to it, as we know and as I've been talking about for about a year now, Jupiter being in Scorpio for this past year has been expanding those energies of Scorpio, which is about the shadow side, secrets. It can be about victimization, manipulation, but on the positive side, Scorpio is about transformation and death and rebirth and transmuting old energies to a higher vibration. That highest Scorpio energy is the phoenix, and so we're rising from the ashes. We're rising into our power, and Jupiter is expanding that. So there's been a lot of things going on this past year regarding that Scorpio theme of transformation and owning our power and moving away from disempowering people, relationships, and circumstances, if you will. Now, the fact that Mercury is coming together with Jupiter on that day, it's going to expand some of our ability to speak our truth, again, because Mercury is the communication planet. So we want to expand into more of a clarity of speaking our truth and owning our power and speaking with confidence. It can expand our intuitive abilities because Mercury ruling the mind and Scorpio being one of the psychic signs, one of the water signs of the zodiac, being very empathic and very intuitive, especially with clairsentience or feeling energies. That's what Scorpio is good at, is feeling the energies. So it's expanding our ability to be empathic or telepathic or read someone else's thoughts or be intuitive regarding our own decisions and what feels right for us. And then we're going to go to Wednesday the 31st. This is the last day of the month, and actually the only other day we're going to talk about astrologically, because as we move on through the rest of the week, there is, just some things with the moon going on. So you'll want to tune into my daily posts on Facebook to, watch that day to day of what's going on with the planets or astrologically, especially when it comes to the moon sign activity. But on Wednesday the 31st, there's actually 3 things happening on this day. First of all, Mercury, which we just talked about, is moving out of Scorpio now and into the sign of Sagittarius. This is going to lighten the energy quite a bit. It's going to lighten the energy as far as communication matters. It's going to lighten the energy as far as our own thoughts, because Mercury and Scorpio sometimes can be a little bit, dark. Scorpio is a heavy sign, it's that water sign, and it deals with a lot of heavy energies. And so now that Mercury is transitioning out of that Scorpio energy and it's moving into fire sign Sagittarius, we're going to feel more inspired, we're going to feel more chatty, we're going to have more inspirational ideas, our mind is going to work in a more creative way. It's good for networking and connecting with other people and talking about things and learning about things. Sagittarius is the sign of higher learning. So this is, potentially going back to school or learning something new or taking on new information, reading about new information. Again, that networking piece with other people is really big. And so again, we're going to feel mentally lighter, more, Sagittarius is a sign that rules joy and happiness, that idea again of feeling good and glass half full and things looking abundant and prosperous. That's all kind of a Sagittarius energy. So again, our mind is going to be, I think, uplifted, more creative, more communicative, and in a better and lighter place. Also on Wednesday the 31st, the planet Venus is going to be opposing the planet Uranus. Now Venus rules the divine feminine energies, it rules women. Venus rules relationships and partnerships, and Venus also rules our personal resources or finances or money. It also rules what we value or how we value ourselves. So now Uranus is the great awakener. Uranus is sudden and unexpected energies. It's the lightning bolt kind of coming in and redirecting suddenly and quickly our path or the way we're thinking about things, or again, opening our crown chakra to look at things at a higher, from a higher perspective, or from higher dimensional kind of energies. So here again with Venus opposing Uranus, I have to say also that Uranus rules freedom. That's probably one of the number one things here when we talk about Venus opposing Uranus, because Venus is at the 0 degree of Scorpio, getting ready to transition back into Libra, which it actually happens right after this connection to Uranus. So Uranus is at the 0 degrees of Taurus, and I know that's a lot of astrological information here. So there's 2 things happening. One is that both Scorpio and Taurus are money signs, and Venus being in Scorpio and Uranus being in Taurus, there could be some sudden unexpected shift in your financial situation. Something comes in unexpectedly, something goes out unexpectedly, something like that. But also because right after Venus opposes Uranus on Wednesday, it then retrogrades back into Libra. So it's so close to that Libra sign that rules balance, equality, partnerships, relationships, that this could also be some sort of sudden and unexpected situation that occurs in relationships with other people. And because Uranus rules freedom, we might be freeing ourselves from some sort of disempowering situation or circumstance and moving into a different space, moving into a different energy. And I hope I explained that well enough here, with Uranus ruling freedom or breaking free from something, Venus transitioning from Scorpio back into Libra, which Scorpio is that power energy, owning your power, empowering yourself, and then again transitioning back into Libra, which rules relationships. So you can kind of see what the theme here might be all about, at least on or around Wednesday the 31st. Okay, so that's a little bit about the week. Sorry if that was a little unclear. As I'm talking, I almost feel like that was maybe not as clear as I could have been, but maybe we'll get some more clarity here from the cards. And you can see I usually choose 3 cards for the week, but the first card came out as 2 and the last card came out as 2. So we actually have 5 cards to look at. So let's go ahead and turn over the first card. And the first card is a major arcana. It's major arcana number 4, the Emperor with Archangel Uriel. Now, the number 4 numerologically is about stability. It's about being grounded. It's about being focused. It's about being organized. And in some ways, the number 4 can be prone to control issues, which is sometimes what I think of when I think of the Emperor. The Emperor on the negative side, it can be controlling. He can be, overly want things the way he wants them, very stubborn. He's very fixed in his ways. But the positive side of the Emperor is that, again, he's the leader. He's taking charge, and he's creating some sort of stability for himself and for the other people that are in his life. And that's the positive part of the Emperor. That's what we want to focus on, is that positive part of taking charge of your life or taking charge of a situation, so that you can move your life into a place of more stability, more security, feeling more organized, more grounded. Now, Archangel Uriel is the archangel that helps us with our belief systems. He helps to heal the mental body of our thoughts and our belief systems that might be more on the negative side or the challenged side. Archangel Uriel is also the inspiration angel. He's the one that kind of comes in and gives us inspiring new ideas or thoughts, or a new kind of even creative business venture, or it's kind of almost that lightning bolt energy of Uranus that kind of comes in with this quick, sudden flash of insight. And that's what I often think of when I think of Archangel Uriel. But now the message at the bottom says stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, which is what we kind of talked about, and ambitious plans. Okay, so I feel like we need to turn over that second card that came out with this first card and see if we can get more information here. But so far as I'm looking at the astrology of the week, with Mercury in Scorpio as it connects with Jupiter on Monday, this again can be about taking charge and speaking your truth, being open and honest and expressing yourself. And the Emperor certainly isn't shy in that category, but let's go ahead and see what the second card is here. Okay, this is the 7 of Raphael, which is like the 7 of Cups in the traditional tarot. And the message at the bottom says, time to make a decision. Be clear about what you want and take action, and a need for detoxification. And what they mean by that is emotional detoxification. So, because this is a card of the emotions, the Cups suit, or in this deck, the suit of Raphael, this is all about our emotions. And so we're needing to release and let go and heal and transmute some lower vibrational emotions here. And base that this is paired with the Emperor. And it says it's time to make a decision, be clear about what you want, because there's a lot of confusing energies. The number 7 can bring some confusion and a need to go within to do some soul searching, to understand or decide what's in your best interest, not anybody else's best interest, but for you to do your own soul searching and what is your truth, what is best for you. And so here, again, you're needing to make some sort of decision to bring some sort of stability and structure back into your life, to give yourself a solid foundation or solid footing. Because right now, some of you may be feeling disempowered by a situation or circumstance, maybe a relationship. Some of you may be just disempowered by your own emotions or thoughts and, some of those negative patterns or thoughts that kind of run through your head as far as who you are, what you're here to do, what you're here to accomplish. So do some clearing, do some healing. There's actually in this card, there's 7 lights here, and all of these lights that are shown in the 7 of Raphael, if you can see them, they're different colors. They relate to one of the different 7 major chakras. So we have red, we have orange, we have yellow, we have green, we have the light blue, we have the indigo blue, we have the purple for the crown chakra. So what colored light on this card are you most drawn to? Not what color do you like the best, but when you look at this card, what color light are you drawn to? And there's probably something there where you have to clear and rebalance that chakra. And, I wish I had time in this video to talk about a little bit of each of those chakras, but you can, look them up online. You have the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, and the crown chakra. They each relate to one of these different colors. So you might want to go in to understand what chakra needs some work. What decision do I have to make? What emotions do I have to release? How do I need to empower myself? How do I need to take charge of my life and my emotions in these situations that I find myself in so that I can create the stability and structure that I'm looking for in my life? Let's take a look at this card. Okay, this is very different than the first 2 cards. This is the page of Gabriel, and this relates to the fire or the wands in the traditional tarot. Now the keywords at the top says energetic, brave, optimistic, playful. It says follow your passion. It says you are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. Well, this really personifies Mercury moving into Sagittarius the middle of the week on Wednesday. As I said, Mercury moving into Sagittarius, it's going to feel lighter mentally. You're going to feel more inspired. You're going to feel more creative. You're going to feel more talkative. You're going to feel more positive with Mercury going into the fire sign. This is a fire card, remember. So we definitely have a lot of communication going on with other people, maybe some networking, a new idea, a new opportunity, a new path, a new decision that might need to be made. And maybe I feel like a different decision than back here. This feels more like it's about your life path. This is more like a decision to empower yourself or to not empower yourself. This is more to me like a decision about career, a goal, something that's going to help to inspire you and move you forward on your destiny path, on your life path, maybe on your career path in some way. Networking is good. Speaking, teaching, writing, learning is all good. This is all indicated by this page of Gabriel or page of fire card here. So let's go ahead and continue and see. I really, really love that card. So something's being highlighted for you. Something's being highlighted. It's almost like an angel, I feel, is going to be guiding you to some sort of information or the next step on your path. Now, the first of the last 2 cards, we have another water card, the 8 of Raphael here. The 8 of Raphael says, there is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you. And we just talked about that when we talked about the 7 of Raphael and the Emperor. So again, there is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you and a spiritual quest. Now, here we have the number 8. The number 8 in numerology is all about one's power. So we go back to that idea of power, that Scorpio energy of Mercury connecting with Jupiter at the beginning of the week. Okay? And Venus, by the way, until Wednesday, is still in Scorpio. She retrogrades back into Libra here for a short time, starting on Wednesday, but Monday and Tuesday, she's still in Scorpio as well. The sun is in Scorpio, so we still have a lot of Scorpio energy going on here. And of course, Jupiter is still in Scorpio all of this week. So this to me, that's number 8 of power, empowerment, disempowerment. This is relating to that Scorpio energy of needing to empower yourselves first on an emotional level. Okay, so this decision back here, this confusing emotions, now we need to make a decision and empower ourselves or take our power back. You can see this woman is getting ready to walk over a bridge. So she's getting ready almost to leave one phase of life behind, and she's going to go over that bridge and she's going to move on to a new phase, or she's going to move on to a new path or a new energy. That's to me what the symbology of this card is about. And now also the number 8 can be about career, money, finances. And remember, we had that piece in there too with Venus opposing Uranus in the money signs of Scorpio and Taurus happening. So this could be empowering yourself in some sort of financial situation, or at least about your belief systems about money. Perhaps there's something about your belief systems that are less than positive regarding your own ability to create abundance. This is also something that you need to empower yourself. Remember, as it says, that first sentence, there's something better waiting for you. So here in the middle of the week, we haven't gotten to the last card, but the middle of the week, there's some sort of inspiration, some sort of new idea or thought or communication, whether it's coming from your angels and guides, from the universe, God, or coming from another person. Or maybe it's just a shift in your own perspective, but there's something positive happening there that's like leading you to a different place. Let's look at this last card here. Okay, so we have Major Arcana number 6 and the Lovers. And as I said, with Venus opposing Uranus, there could be something with relationships here, and that's one of the indications with the Lovers. Now, this is ruled by Archangel Raphael, so we have quite a prominence here of Raphael energy this week. But the message at the bottom says, make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, and the power of love. Now, not only is the Lovers potentially about relationships, meeting somebody new or reigniting an already existing relationship, but the Lovers is also about making decisions. And just as it says, make choices from your heart, or make a decision that comes from your heart. Okay? Now, this could be about not only relationships and partnerships, but just about your life, because the number 6 here, numerologically, is about balance. If you think about a 6-pointed star, Star of David has 6 points. It signifies as above, so below, or as it is in the heavens above, so can we manifest that energy on the earth plane. That's kind of how I think about as above, so below. So it's balancing the masculine and the feminine energies. It's about balance in general. So this is why, it talks about needing to make choices, because sometimes there's a fork in the road. Sometimes there's 2 paths, and I can follow the left fork or the right fork. Which decision do I make? Which path do I follow? So whatever the decision is, make sure it's a decision that leads you into balance, leads you into a state of feeling peaceful and balanced, and in a state of equality with the other people in your life. That's, again, one of the indications here. So we're empowering ourselves as we make this decision, or we're empowering ourselves in the relationships around us. And that could be romantic relationships, work relationships, family relationships, or friendship relationships. The Lovers doesn't always specifically, mean that it is that kind of lover energy, but it is about relationships. So here again, just to kind of sum this up, it looks like we're needing to move out of this confusing emotional energy to make some sort of decision that's in our best interest to create some sort of stability or security in our lives. We're going to have some sort of information or message or guidance that comes in midweek about that. And then here we have empowering ourselves, moving into a new phase or a different energy, because there's something better for us as we move into this state of balance and peace. And, at the same time, we're needed to make that decision or make a choice based on what feels right for us from our heart chakra. Okay, so before we run out of time, let's go ahead and take a look at our special message card, depending on your stone of choice. So the first stone was the lapis. So we're asking for a message from the archangels for lapis. This one's calling my attention. Life review with Archangel Jeremiah. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is imbalanced. Well, that's actually a very good message based on, the cards that we got. We're needing to go back and, again, do this review a situation, review a relationship, review our own belief systems, review how far we've come, not necessarily just in the last week or month or year, but maybe we need to review how far we've come in the last few years and give yourself a pat on the back. Know that you're moving through your soul's journey in the best way that you can, and give yourself kudos for everything that you've accomplished, what you've moved through, what you've experienced, what you've lived through, what you've survived through, if you will. So Archangel Jeremiah. So basically balance anything that's imbalanced. Again, this goes back to a decision that has to be made. There's something that's disempowering happening. There's something where there's inequality happening. There's something where things or energies are out of balance in some way. So in doing your review, Archangel Jeremiah is going to lead you to, the best way to make your decision or the best way to make your choice based on bringing those energies for yourself, for your life path back into a state of balance. Okay? All right. And then for those of you that chose the star, well, I want to call it star ruby. I don't know why I want to call it star ruby, but the ruby, and this one is sticking out. Victory with Archangel Sandalphon. Okay, it says, your prayers have been heard and answered, have faith. So, whatever it is that you're desiring, whatever it is you've been praying about, whatever intentions you've been putting out to the universe, it looks like you are going to be guided and led to the answers. Okay, maybe you have to take action on something to get you to where you need to go. Maybe it's just going to fall at your feet and the path's going to just open up to you and show you and just kind of gift you with something. But Archangel Sandalphon is the archangel that hears our prayers and helps to answer our prayers. He brings them up to heaven. And so this is telling me that whatever it is you're desiring, and they're saying not necessarily the specifics. So if there's a specific outcome that you want, maybe it's a specific outcome in a circumstance or a career, or a specific outcome that you're looking for in a relationship. It may not be exactly the way you envision it or exactly what you think you quote unquote want, but what you are going to be gifted with or blessed with is something even far better than that. It's going to be bringing you back into your truth. Whatever gifts or blessings are being given, however your prayer is going to be answered, it's going to be bringing you back into balance with your truth, your soul's truth. Okay? And then for those of you that chose the Amazonite, let's give this a shuffle here and ask for a message for Amazonite. This one keeps calling my attention. Take your power back. Wow, that's very fitting for what we've been talking about with all the Scorpio energy. Take your power back, Archangel Raziel. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. So this is going back to the Emperor card. You're supposed to be a leader, okay? Now, not necessarily a leader for other people, although that's possible, but you need to be a leader for yourself. Take your power back. Be powerful. It's within you. Everybody has a spiritual power, and it's that connection to God, source energy, connection to the universal energies of all that is, that gives us that power, because we're all an aspect of God. We're all an aspect of that large energy that's out there, whatever you want to call it. So because we're an aspect of that energy, we all have that ability to create as co-creators with the divine, whatever it is that we desire. So first we have to realize our power, our spiritual power, our soul's power, take that power back, and then go manifesting. Then, go for it. As soon as you come into that idea, that belief that you are a spiritually powerful being, it's like I feel like you're going to spread your wings and you're really going to go. Things are going to take off, things are going to unfold, things are going to start falling into place because you've realized and accepted and acknowledged the power within yourself. Okay, so I hope all of you have enjoyed this weekly angel card reading. Make sure to watch for the monthly. Thank you so much for subscribing, for watching the videos, sharing the videos, commenting on the videos. For all of you that follow me on Facebook and Instagram, for all of you that also come to my website to check out what my services are all about. I appreciate all of you, each and every one of you. I send you all much love and light, and I send you all many, many angel blessings.